Welcome to Peace the Storyteller, where every story inspires, uplifts, and connects. If you love heartfelt tales and meaningful moments, hit that subscribe button and join our storytelling family. Let's create magic one story at a time. I beg you to please subscribe and turn on your notification bell on. I love you genuinely. Peace the Storyteller, sharing stories, spreading peace.
Chidike's hidden past. The days passed in a blur of tension and uncertainty. Mama Ebo worked tirelessly with me, teaching me how to control the power that roared within my veins, but with every lesson, I felt the weight of my destiny pressing harder against my chest. The fear of what I might become, the fear of the darkness consuming me, was ever present, like a shadow lurking in the corners of my mind. But it wasn't just the power that unsettled me. Chidike had been my constant source of comfort, his quiet strength and unwavering support keeping me grounded. Yet lately, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was different about him. A distance had grown between us, subtle yet undeniable. The way he looked at me sometimes, his eyes filled with both love and concern, felt distant, as if he were holding something back. I couldn't figure out what it was, but I could feel it. The night of revelation. It was late one evening when it all came to a head. I had just finished one of my training sessions with Mama Ebo, and I was exhausted, physically and emotionally. The power inside me had grown stronger, more difficult to control. I was afraid to let it loose, even in training. I didn't know what would happen if I did. Chidike was waiting for me outside, leaning against a tree near the entrance to Mama Ebo's hut. His posture was relaxed, but I could see the tension in his jaw, the tightness in his shoulders. "Amara," he said softly, his voice carrying a note of urgency. "We need to talk." I nodded, feeling a strange sense of dread settle in the pit of my stomach. We had spent so many nights talking, but this time felt different. As we walked into the clearing, the moon above bathed us in silver light. The sound of crickets and distant night birds filled the silence, but it only made the moment feel heavier. "Chidike, what's going on?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. "You've been acting different lately. I don't know what's wrong, but I can feel it." He stopped walking and turned to face me, his expression conflicted. "There's something I need to tell you, Amara. Something I should have told you from the beginning." My heart skipped a beat. "What is it?" Chidike hesitated, his eyes searching the night as if looking for the right words. "Amara, I've kept a secret from you. A secret about who I am and where I come from." I felt the air around us grow colder, as if the very earth itself had sensed the shift in our conversation. "What do you mean?" Chidike took a deep breath and finally spoke. "I wasn't always just a villager. I wasn't always this simple, humble man you've known. I come from a bloodline that's tied to the council, the very same council that seeks to control you. My family, we were once part of their ranks, and I left." I stared at him, my mind racing to process what he had just said. You're part of the council." "No," he said quickly, shaking his head. "I was. But I left because I couldn't stand what they were doing. I couldn't stand how they used their power to manipulate and control people. I ran away, changed my name, and came here to hide from them. I wanted to protect you from this, Amara. I wanted to keep you safe." My breath caught in my throat as the full weight of his words hit me. Chidike wasn't just the man I loved, he was connected to the very force I was trying to escape. "Then why didn't you tell me before?" I asked, my voice trembling with emotion. "Why keep this from me? All this time, I've trusted you." "I never wanted to put you in danger," Chidike said softly, his gaze dropping to the ground. "I thought if I kept my past a secret, it would keep you safe. But now, I see that it's not enough. The council is coming, Amara. They know who you are, and they know who I am. And they won't stop until they have you, no matter the cost. The truth about Chidike's family. I felt a storm of emotions building inside me: betrayal, confusion, fear. What do you mean? How do you know all this? Chidike looked up at me, his eyes dark with regret. The council, they never forget. My family was once one of their most loyal allies. We were part of a faction that specialized in hunting down powerful individuals like you, those who are tied to the spirit world, those with the potential to bridge the realms. I was born into that life. But when I saw what they were doing to people like you, I couldn't take it anymore. I left. But they never stopped looking for me. And now, they know I found you. I stepped back, my mind reeling. The weight of the revelation crashed down on me. Chidike's connection to the council wasn't just a distant link, it was personal. His family had been hunters, just like the ones who sought to control me. The realization sent a chill through my body, and for the first time, I felt a deep fear that I hadn't felt before. But you're different now, right? I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. You're not like them anymore. Chidike nodded slowly, his expression pained. I swear to you, Amara, I'm not like them. I've spent years running from them, trying to undo the damage my family caused. But the truth is, I'm still marked by them. They know where I am, and they know where you are. I felt the ground beneath me shift as if the world itself was tilting. So, what does this mean for us? What does this mean for me? I'll do whatever it takes to protect you, Amara, Chidike said firmly, stepping closer to me. I know I've kept secrets, but I'll never let them take you from me. No matter what happens, I'll fight for you. I'll fight for us. I looked into his eyes, searching for the truth. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to believe that the man I loved was the same person I had always known, despite his past. But the fear of what the council could do to us was too great. And now, I wasn't just battling my own inner demons, I was battling an enemy that was closer to me than I ever realized. The council's coming. As we stood in the moonlit clearing, the weight of Chidike's confession hanging in the air, I knew one thing for certain: the path ahead would not be easy. The council was coming for me, and it was no longer just about the power inside me. It was about survival. And whether I could truly trust Chidike, with all his secrets and the darkness of his past, was the hardest decision I'd ever have to make. We had no choice but to face the storm together. But could we truly overcome the council's reach? Could we survive the secrets that tied us both to the very forces that sought to tear us apart? To be continued.